Hello YouTubers, I'm Angela Logan and welcome to Everyday Shenanigans. It is Saturday, October 26, 2019. I meant to get back with you guys, but I've been a little, as I said, tired from doing so much, and I want to give you an update in the Camille McKinney case. Yesterday, Mr. Stallworth and Miss Brown had a court appearance which was on Friday, and they both appeared in court on the charges of kidnapping and capital murder. And on the warrant, it was noted that Miss McKinney died by asphyxiation. So, I'm assuming they got this report from the coroner's office. I had not heard that the coroner gave an official update to the manner of death, but obviously it had been released, and this was on the warrant for Mr. Stallworth and Miss Brown. Naturally, when the warrant was read in court, Mr. Stallworth questioned the judge, as in saying, how am I being charged with this crime? Now, I don't know what that meant. Some of you have been dissecting that comment. I guess basically either saying what? I did not do it. Oh, I had a part in it. But the asphyxiation part, I didn't participate in. I don't know. As I said, I don't really know what's going on with this with this case. I'm just reporting to you what was revealed, and this is from WVTM 13. So, if you need to follow up, feel free to log on to their site. They did attend court. The next court appearance will be November 3rd, 2019. Ms. Brown has a public defender, and Mr. Stallworth told the court that he would like to seek personal counsel for himself, and that he has till November 4th to have adequate counsel to represent him. Okay, I want to give you all a timeline of Ms. Dorit Brown, aka Quintessa Jackson. I don't know which is which. Each article depicts her as Miss Dorit, and other hearsay, or as I say, I don't want to say what I want to say. Word on the street is her name is Quintessa Jackson, but the articles portraying her as Miss Brown, Dorit Brown. So I'm going to give you a timeline on her background and what has transpired and led up to 2019. Okay, her arrest record starts back in 2009, when she was 18 years of age. Back then on this report, or the article that I read this from, called her Quintessa Yvonne Jackson at the time of the arrest of this theft charge, but they also stipulated that that was an alias. So what is truth? I do not know, honey. I'm just bringing it to you. Okay, at that time, 2009, the first charge that she had was burglary and theft. She was found guilty. She was sentenced to 2 years probation. She violated that reportedly for non-payment of fees and reporting to probation. Next case, December 10th, two felonies, robbery, fraud, and fraudulent use of a credit card. Then she pled to the judge in that case, wrote a letter to him stipulating that she was very sorry for what she had done, that she did not want to be a failure and at that hearing, and that she was sorry for lying to him. Now, what she lied about exactly, I do not know, but she heard that he was also mean. So, I don't know if she gave a false testimony during the hearing for why she stole or didn't. I really don't know, because the article really wasn't very, what's the word, articulated to say here or there. But anyway, she basically told the judge that she wanted to be with her fiance and her kids, and that being in jail would cause her naturally to lose her home, kids, boyfriend, whatever, and she wanted to try to keep all of those things. And by being in jail, she would lose all of that. Okay. She basically said he made $7.50 an hour, and that at this time, being 20 years of age, she explained she had piling bills. She couldn't afford diapers, baby wipes. So she wanted to try to keep a stable home because DHR, I guess it's in Alabama, had told her she had to keep a stable home in order to keep her children. So I don't know. Obviously, she was having problems with the DHS system there. I guess stemming from her first case. And so this is what she was explaining to the judge. She basically said using that lady's credit card was the worst decision I ever made. She also told the court she suffered from sexual abuse. She was in and out of mental health facilities, and also years of foster care. She also said she promised herself that she would not become a drug addict, drink, hang around people that did those things, and she did not want to lose her kids to DHR like her mom did. She also asked the judge, I guess in the leniency, to make it to where she would not become a statistic and a failure. She needs this one chance to get it right, to get her kids out of DHR, because her kids, what she said is, these kids are all I got. Okay, while the case was pending on the 2009 probation from the theft charge, that charge got revoked, and she was admitted to Tutwiler Women's Prison in March of 2011, where she received 6 months and 18 days. So while she was sitting out waiting and going to court, she was already on probation for the first theft charge. And so on that charge where she violated probation, she ended up getting 6 months and 18 days. When she was released, she was put on 3 years of probation for the December 2010 crimes. Since then, she's had no more charges in the state of Alabama until the kidnapping charge in 2018, which was last year, where you all now know she had 3 counts of kidnapping, because, you know, she had 3 children or whatever. And so, for some of you who do not know, the relative's house where the kids were placed, she went to that home, and at that home, a relative already had custody of one of her children. And this family member had gotten temporary custody of the 3 kids that were placed there for an allegation of abuse. And this is just maddening, this case and the things that went on with this young lady. But as I said, she had 2 of these charges for thefts. One kid already was placed with a family member. When she caught the 2018 charge, she went to that house with a gun, started yelling, demanded her children, went on the high-speed chase from that place. Okay, well, left with those children, because the lady feared, the relative said, she feared that, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be cohesive. She feared that she would harm herself and her children. She took those kids to a hotel where her car was spotted by the police, and the police tried to stop her, and she went on the chase, which led to her wrecking her car, hitting a motorist, and wrecking into the sheriff's SUV. So that is her latest charge from 2018. And then now the current charge of kidnapping and capital murder of Miss Camille McKinney. Now, a family member did make a comment. Another one had said at the time, when all this was ensuing last year, that they thought she might be on her way to Georgia to see family and with the boyfriend Stallworth. So mind you, we get a little history now that the current boyfriend, Mr. Stallworth, Patrick Stallworth, that she's alleged a co-conspirator into this kidnapping and murder of this baby, that she was dating him last year at the time when she kidnapped her children from foster care. Now, I'm going to tell you this bit of information. A relative called, I guess, the Department of Human Services because they felt like she was abusing her children. She reportedly put one of her children in a washing machine because that was the form of punishment she was giving the child. And so I guess someone got wind of that and called, and that's how her kids got taken. And ultimately, when they were taken, the next day, she went to the family member's house with the weapon and seized her children from that relative's house, who already had one of her children in their primary custody. So obviously Miss Quintessa Jackson, aka Derica Arisha Brown, whoo, baby, I'm getting dizzy from all of this shenanigans. I mean, this is crazy. 4 kids, gone, poof, magic. And that's the story on that. Okay, now use your own discretion what you think is really going on, because I don't know what to say about these people. But as I said, Derek Brown and Mr. Stallworth attended court on Friday yesterday, and they have the next court appointment on November 4th. Now, the funeral service for Miss Cupcake will be on Sunday. She will lie in state between 12 and 1 p.m. at the New Beginning Christian Ministry, and followed by a celebration of life. The burial will be at Elmwood Cemetery. Now, if you would like to make donations for the funeral expenses, you can visit rememberingcupcake.com. Okay, just a bit of information for you guys. Okay, so now I've given you all of the shenanigans going on with her as far as her past. And as you can see, excuse me, I'm trying to be thorough, you know, a little slow this morning, or afternoon rather. As you see, Miss Derek Brown had a past, a terrible past of abuse, sexual abuse, being put in foster care, then as an adult, 18, catching theft charges to try to feed her kids or take care of her kids, you know, personal needs. And I do not know when Mr. Stallworth came into the picture, but as of date, they were dating here in the past year. But she obviously had a hard life, and not to be making excuses, because like I said, I don't really know if she is involved in this case, if she really is the culprit. You know, so much is circulating on social media, so you don't really know what to believe. And I just think it's crazy, just crazy, 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 all the stuff that's being said. And some of you have your own theories about what is going on. But I just wanted to relay to you all that information about her. And then naturally, Mr. Patrick does not have an extensive criminal record. As I stated yesterday, he just had 2 weed charges from 2004. And then 2013, there was a felony weed charge, but that was dismissed. Why? I do not know. Maybe some of you in Alabama can tell me, because y'all seem to know everything that's going on with these people. Lord have mercy. I tell you, I can't take no more of this. That's why I'm lax and late in bringing you information, because it's draining me mentally and physically just reading the information, getting all the stuff. I was looking at my time. So I just want to bring you all that information about those two. And also, I guess I'm going to probably give you an update too. I'm running over my time. I said I was going to try to do short time with all the things going on, but it doesn't look like I'm going to. But there's a lot going on with Alabama right now. The police department, there have been 7 arrests with the police department. I thought I'd tie this in because someone sent this to me, so maybe this can help with our theories with whatever is going on with this case. But you all have had 7 arrests in your Birmingham Police Department in the past 18 months. The first was theft for personal gain for 1 officer. The second was first-degree rape, and that was 6/2018. That person was arrested. The one for the theft for personal gain was 3/24/18. The next one was solicit from sex with a victim person in an investigation. That was 7/26/18. The next one was first-degree sodomy. That was 2/5/19. The next one was first-degree sex abuse. That was 4/29/19. The next one is computer tampering. That was 4/10/2019. The last one was Keith Buchanan, who was obviously made a false report that he was being shot at, and that was on July 21st of this year. He has been arrested for falsifying documents in a police investigation. So I don't know what's going on in Birmingham. You all seem to have a lot going on besides just having some grimy folks accused of snatching babies, suffocating babies, other people allegedly involved. Now you're talking about a crooked police department. Let's be truthful. Right now, I wouldn't trust these people to even do right to investigate any case, because I think that's deep. How do you falsify saying you were shot at? So you see, Birmingham got a lot going on. Not just the fact that this child was kidnapped and murdered, implications that the parents have involvement, but Dang, your police department is wicked. Rape, sodomy, stealing, fake calls that you was shot at, tampering with a computer. These are all individual cases stemming out of the Birmingham Police Department. And the person who sent me this obviously wanted me to know. And I want to thank the few people who love to inbox a queen, honey, to give me the 411 on Birmingham, anything affiliated with this case. Of course, most of it is speculation. Let's make that clear before some of you get on here, get to talking crazy. As I have stated, these are my opinions. I'm also bringing you opinions of others. I don't know what's going on, but some of you think there's some hanky-panky going on with this case. I will go further into that in the next video because I don't want to keep the video so long because I know a lot of you are watching other people's videos, and it is time-consuming when you start doing at least 15 minutes of a video all the way up to an hour, 2, 3. That's a lot of time out of a person's day. So I want to try to be considerate of that. But I will be bringing you a video, and that next video will be the conspiracy pertaining to Mr. Stallworth and Miss Derica Brown. Tell me what you all think about the information I just gave you as far as Derica's past, her history, the fact that Mr. Stallworth does not have any violent history, arrest records, which we know that doesn't mean anything because maybe he never got caught doing anything. But to me, it seems like he's just a smoker. He's the weed guy. He's the guy that likes to smoke. Do we have the wrong people in custody? Are they the patsy for the bigger scheme? I don't know. But drop your comments below and let me know what you think. And I will be back with another video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for my new subscribers. Thanks for those of you who have been giving me information on the sly. I really appreciate it. And I thank you so much for tuning in. You all have a safe weekend. I'll be back. Bye.